Hi, I'm Mark Wells,
I'm Jake Castillo.
and we're going to talk to you about the live performance observation requirement.
Reminder, our goal with this video series is to provide parents and students with all the resources they need to make sure that we have the most successful year possible with the East Grand Rapids Band Program.
So, before we even start showing you about this, I thought it was important that we both kind of talk about the reason we do this. And one of the reasons is because, first of all, live music can be very exciting. It can be very energizing for students to go see live music. One of the reasons that I'm chose the profession I did was because my father actually took me to a Maynard Ferguson concert when I was in seventh or eighth grade, and I still remember it to this day. It was at Forest Hills, and he took me there, and it would change my life. I went to that performance, and I was like, "This is what I want to do." It was so energizing and so amazing to watch and inspiring.
And for me, when I was a junior in high school, I had the pleasure of attending a percussion workshop at Elma College, which is where I ended up going to school. And during that performance, there was this piece called Arcadia 2, written by a guy named David Maslanka. And I remember the performers on stage put so much emotion into the performance. Some of them were crying on stage, and just there was so much power and there was so much energy in the room watching that it made me as a human being just sort of understand that as a teacher and as a person, any opportunity that I have to have my students and my friends see live music is to encourage them to do that.
And speaking of opportunities, we are very, very fortunate to be in the epicenter of at least three different colleges in East Grand Rapids. We are surrounded by Calvin College, we have Aquinas, we've got Cornerstone, and a little further out we have CC. But we have all of these opportunities for students and for parents together to go see as a family or as a unit to go see these live performances. As you know, we have just this amazing utopia of live shows. Like we have Art Prize, we've got the Grand Rapids Symphony, and I want to show you here on the website. If you go to the front page and then you go over to here where it says listening calendar, I've actually made a calendar that basically takes all those different calendars that I mentioned: Aquinas, Calvin, Cornerstone, GVSU, Grand Rapids Symphonic Band, the Jazz Orchestra, and all those things. And I've compiled them into one hopefully easy to use or easy to view calendar with all of these different options. And most of them are free, but then there's also some that do charge. But we do not require you to go to a paid performance unless you want to. There are tons of free options, and most of them are in walking distance from where most families live in East Grand Rapids. So if you look on this website, and you'll see these are all of the pre-approved dates here. These are dates that if you go to this little link here and you open the live performance attendance rubric, you will see on this sheet what they need to fill out. Now, if it's on that calendar, this is all they need to fill out and the parent signature. But if it's not on the calendar, we just need you to take a moment and read through all these bullet points. And it's very important that they answer yes, 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 yes to all of these specific requirements. So, for example, if it's not on the calendar, you go to a performance. Was the focus to see and listen to the musical instrument? Was it performed by people at least one grade above their student's current grade? Did the performance last longer than 15 minutes? Was the performance live and not a video? And did the performance take place during the current trimester or semester?
So a note about that, the form that you're looking at right now will be updated for the high school. And high schoolers will be expected each quarter to attend, so each marking period to attend one performance, which means there will be 4 performances that they're expected to attend each year. And then for the middle school, we are expecting them to attend 3 performances, 1 each trimester.
Right. And so you will see a little slightly different form, and these forms can, of course, always be accessed from either for the high schoolers from the high school website, for the middle schoolers, the middle school website. And again, once again, if you have questions for either of us, please don't hesitate. Let us know if you have any questions. I get those kind of not frequently, but infrequently asking to clarify maybe some of these particular requirements because they might be kind of a gray area. So feel free to ask.
The biggest thing to look at here with the story that we told at the beginning and with why we do this is really it's we as a music department and your students as members of that department are really the future of all of this great art that we have in our area. And so it's really, really important that we kind of shepherd them into all of this, because without awareness and without participation, these things could easily go away. And so we want to continue to push forward and make sure that our community is as full of art as it possibly can be.
And one of the things I want to share, just to kind of wrap things up as well, is when I have parent-teacher conferences, I had a parent come to me and said, "Thank you so much for doing this performance observation, because if it wasn't for you doing this, we wouldn't be going out to see this live music. This has kind of been the push that our family needed." And she said, after we came home from these, we always just go, "That was amazing. Why don't we do this all the time?" But we don't if it wasn't for your performance attendance requirement. So I hope that you guys know that this is a positive thing, and this is something that you can really have some cherished memories and go see some really cool stuff.
Awesome.
So go out and see some good stuff.
Yeah.